Made it to the mall. Time to go train.
Oh, there they are. Beautiful dogs. We're gonna take a photo. Carla, watch me.
Oh, you got freezing cold here.
Good Sunday morning, everyone. So happy to say I woke up feeling pretty good this morning. So I had some safe food, which is peanut butter. And unfortunately, I got pretty bloated from that. Bloating is a very uncomfortable symptom I get from my gastritis and gastroparesis. My stomach becomes distended and there's a lot of pressure, and I did have safe food. Peanut butter is generally very easy for me to digest, but even when I do everything right, sometimes my chronic illnesses don't play fair, and what's safe for me to eat one day may not be safe the next day, so I just gotta listen to my body and do the best I can. So unfortunately, I am bloated today. I'm bloated pretty often, but I can deal with it. Paul, Janice, and I are getting ready to head out. We're going to the mall to do some training with the dogs. Orion is very much so in training, and Harlow is nearly done with her in training phase, but service dogs are never really finished with training because you got to keep up with established skills. And if you missed yesterday's vlog, we introduced some new components to their raw diet, like goat and lamb and quail eggs, and this morning they had really healthy poops. And we've got happy, energetic puppies, which is how we know they're tolerating the new components really well, so that's great. Let's go see what Janice is up to. Oh, I realized I didn't really bring quite enough clothing for this weekend, so I am just re-washing and re-wearing. Not a problem with that. Janice is up and ready for the day. Show them your outfit, it's really cute.
She picked it out.
I did pick it out. It's adorable. I know. I went for the pink clothes first.
I wasn't going to accept it.
But I like it. So Janice's narcolepsy is a little better today than yesterday, but that doesn't mean she's cured. You know, some days are better than others.
Good choice of words.
I mean, I'm just trying to say some days are better than others, but it's still a struggle. So
yeah.
But I'm glad you are doing a little better today.
My cured narcolepsy medication.
That was a joke. You can't cure narcolepsy.
Yeah, I wish. Jaquie can't brush her freaking eyebrows, so I'm gonna do it.
Janice has good eyebrows, so she's fixing mine.
Yeah. She should let me pluck them. Just a little, just a little. Get that unibrow done. I had a dream that you had the worst unibrow possible. I was like, I can't be seen with you.
We're on the way to the mall. Get ready for some training, pups. Made it to the mall. Paul just dropped us off. He sprained his ankle a few weeks ago, and although he doesn't need crutches anymore, walking around a big mall probably isn't the best idea for his healing ankle, so he'll just pick us up when we're ready. Time to go train. This is Mozart. Hey, buddy. He is a golden. How old is he?
He's 1.
He's 1. And this is Rachel. Hi, Rachel. This is Mozart's owner and handler. We're going to train together. Y'all already know Janice, Orion, and Hippo.
I didn't get that kind of introduction when I first got introduced.
People already know you.
That's heartbreaking, actually. I kind of like...
Good girl. Thank you. Orion. The M&M store. Harlow. Harlow, you want an M&M? We would be pink M&Ms. Harlow.
So we're gonna switch the dogs around.
Switching our dogs. It's a good training exercise. So I'm gonna take Orion, and Janice is taking Harlow, and I have the headphones on because it's loud and messing with my sensory processing disorder, but we're gonna move to a quieter area.
Definitely, for sure. Harlow is doing amazing. We're getting away from the food court. Oddly, it was making me super sleepy, so I'm had to walk away, and Jaquie's sensory processing disorder wasn't having it. That's perfectly fine. We all accommodate everybody's disabilities. Rachel is doing fabulous. Orion's doing great. You know, we want him to be okay with other handlers and to be great. So Jaquie just freaked out. She just saw one of those, and we're gonna see if the dogs are okay around them. Let's go try these out. The dogs are all relaxing, and Jaquie has to try this out. It has to be pink, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's not a rocking chair or a crib.
Alright, I need to get out.
Can you get out?
Hello, Ratcliff. Good girl. Look at Mozart's tongue. That is adorable. Oh my goodness.
I'm eating.
So our friend Rachel here has chronic Lyme disease. It's a very complicated disease, and she was just recently diagnosed. Took her a while to get diagnosed, and she is training Mozart to be her mobility service dog. He's a year old, and also a golden retriever. She is a perfect example of not all disabilities are visible. She's also a part-time wheelchair user, so people can look healthy and use wheelchairs part-time. So if somebody's in a wheelchair and then they get out of it and stuff like that, it's not always weird. It's just the nature of somebody's chronic illness. So I'm working on something called Tuck with Harlow. It's like an ongoing process, and basically she just tucks in her tail so it doesn't stick out to get stuck on. What are you doing? And this is how I train guys. Super easy. So to train the tuck, all I did was repeatedly tuck in her tail while doing the hand command and giving the verbal command. And eventually she learned the muscle memory and does it on her own. So you can see that Janice just yawned from her narcolepsy, Orion reacted, and Harlow did not. Even though Harlow is trained to react to my narcolepsy, she solely focuses on helping me and not responding to Janice. So even though Janice and I both have narcolepsy, it's important that our dogs learn to focus on their own handlers so they don't get confused and try to help everybody. Harlow, no kisses. Oh, there they are. Beautiful dogs. We're gonna take a photo. Harlow, watch me. Good dogs. Well, we had a lot of fun training here at the mall, but being people with disabilities, we tend to wear out pretty quickly. So we're gonna sit and chat for a bit, but then we are gonna head home. We had a great time. It was nice meeting you, Rachel.
Yes, nice to meet you too. I hated her.
Oh my goodness, Janice. We are back at Paul and Janice's house. It was really fun meeting Rachel and spending time with another chronic illness warrior and handler, but I do outings like that, enjoying them. Don't get me wrong, I had fun, but knowing there's gonna be repercussions. Walking around the mall makes my joints hurt a lot. It makes my muscular pain worse. My neck right now is hurting a lot. The top vertebrae slip out of place due to my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and that pinches on nerves, so I have a lot of numbness and tingling in my right arm right now. And I'm starting to get a pretty bad headache, and I'm so fatigued and worn out from that. We were at the mall for, I think, around 2 hours to maybe 3, so it's a long time for me. I don't regret it. I enjoyed it, but now I gotta deal with the repercussions, and I'm not even feeling well enough to be downstairs with everybody, so I'm just in the guest room taking a moment for myself to let my body rest and recuperate. And it's part of chronic illness. You go and enjoy yourself, but you know there's going to be repercussions, and I think it was worth it because I had fun, but now I definitely need to take some time to rest. Judd is back from drill, but now he's leaving, How was it?
It's good. Got admin, paperwork stuff, health stuff done. Now I gotta go back home to go to work.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, I love you, babe.
I love you too.
I will miss you.
I know you won't.
Well, I'm seeing you tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow. Drive safe.
I will try.
Alright, love you, babe.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
Made it back in bed, the safe spot when you are crashing from your chronic illnesses. So Judd is going back to Tampa Bay because he has work tomorrow, and I would be going with him, but tomorrow on Monday I have an appointment here in Orlando with a podiatrist to help me with issues I've been having with my ankles due to my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. And my mom happens to be in Orlando, so she's gonna pick me up in the morning and take me to that appointment. Also, Judd is stopping to have dinner with his mom on his way out of town, and I was supposed to go to that dinner, but I just don't feel well enough to go, which they understand, thankfully. I mean, this is the reality of chronic illness. This is the crash that happens with chronic illness after you go out for an adventure, like what we did at the mall. And I don't regret it. I had fun, but like I said, this is the reality with chronic illness, and I choose to embrace it. And right now I'm listening to my body, doing what it needs, and resting. We're all here.
Yep.
The dogs too. Hippo.
Edges!
You have too much energy for me.
Ow, get off of me, you're so... That's why you're so heavy. Why?
You're gonna deny your child? Look at this.
Wondering why there's so much weight on me.
Oh, the pup.
We're all tired. Janace also crashed after our mall trip. I explained to the people how with chronic illnesses we go on adventures and have fun, but usually we crash afterwards, which is just like with chronic illness. But we pulled ourselves together and came downstairs and watched a movie, which was nice. And now we're going to bed to crash. And Harlow says goodnight, so does Orion, Paul, and I today. So that was our day. Thank you so much for joining us on our